This past Sunday, we continued a series called Untapped Power, where we're looking at different prayers in the Bible and we're studying really how to pray. Well, this past Sunday, we looked at 1 Chronicles chapter 4 with a man by the name of Jabez, who the Bible shows us that in the middle of what many would consider a boring genealogy, the Bible stops and tells us something about this man Jabez and records his prayer. If you remember the story, the Bible says that Jabez was born out of pain because his mom, when she gave birth to him, it was through great, great pain. And so his name means born out of pain. In that day, people thought when you went through something like that, that it was basically prophetic of what your life would be. And so in other words, they felt like he would be a man that would be filled with pain throughout his life. But I love the audaciousness of Jabez. He refused to believe what everybody said about him, that he would just be filled with pain his whole life. And instead, he went to the Lord and he asked for big things. He prays, first of all, Lord, that I pray that you would bless me. And then he says, I pray that you would bless me indeed. And then he says, Lord, I pray that you would extend my territory. I pray that your hand would go with me. In other words, I'm asking that you would give me greater influence and that everywhere I go, it would just be like you're walking with me. And then he says, Lord, what everybody says about me being filled with pain, I ask you to give me a life free from pain. And the Bible records something, one last sentence really, after he ends off his prayer. It says, and God granted his request. I love the fact that Jabez didn't just settle for what everybody said about him, but instead he decided to go and pray for big things from a big God. And God heard him and granted it. You know, I wonder sometimes why and where we as Christians stop praying for big things. We give up praying for a marriage that just doesn't seem to be going well. We stop praying for that child to come back to Christ or for that work situation to change. And God says, I'm here. Go ahead, continue to pray big, audacious prayers. And who knows? Maybe history will record that God granted our request. Hey, also keep looking at that newsletter. We have many different things in there. Two things I do want to point out. One is our fall festival that's coming up. That's just a really important outreach, as many of you know, and we still need people involved in that. So please make sure that you sign up through the newsletter. And also we have Operation Christmas Child. What we're asking you to do is to fill some shoe boxes. We're going to take in many shoe boxes from our own church and take them to a drop-off location. So make sure you're looking at that newsletter. It gives you all the information of what you can and cannot put in that shoebox. You have an opportunity not only to change a child, but to change an entire family, because statistics show that it's not just something that the kids enjoy, but the entire family as well. Other than that, God bless you. We look so forward to worshiping with you again very, very soon.